Hello, beautiful people. It's Tamatha Lene, and if you aren't familiar with DoorDash, I'm going to link to her channel below. The main thing you need to know is she is a YouTuber who just recently started to blow up in the past month, and I'm going to share with you 5 lessons that we all need to learn from her and her success. Not just for if you're trying to make it on YouTube, but if you want to make it in any area of your life, you can apply these lessons. Let's dive in to DoorDash lessons that we all need to apply to our life. Okay. Number 1, you cannot live by emotions. Your emotions will literally cripple you if you let them control you. Now, she has a video on her channel, and she talks about it in different videos where she's just sharing how when she first started posting, she posts herself doing DoorDash. That's what her channel was about at first, is just following her delivering DoorDash orders. And she was just saying when she was filming this stuff, she came on camera full of life, excited. People loved her personality. But she said in the midst of that, while she was filming that, she said that was the hardest, most anxious, most worrisome time in her life. Even though she was showing up every day, filming videos, not living by her emotions, during that time period, she was late on her rent. I think she said for 6 months straight. Every month she was late for 6 months in a row. She didn't know how she was going to pay her car payment. She was having different issues with her car. She had a rental car where she was paying like $5,000 a month in fees for a rental car. All this was going on, but she still showed up, not only to DoorDash, delivering from the morning to the night, but she also was filming and coming on camera for us with a beautiful spirit. And so she did not let her circumstances and her emotions and how she was feeling, even though she was depressed, she was anxious, she was worried, she didn't allow that to stop her from getting done what needed to get done. She did not let her emotions rule her life. And because of it, now she's in a place where she doesn't have to deliver DoorDash anymore. She's literally, she said, retired from DoorDash. Lesson number 1 feeds into lesson number 2, which is consistency. They kind of overlap. If you go to her channel, you'll see that she's posting 2 to 3 videos a day, okay? 2 to 3 videos a day, every day. She's consistent. Her people on her channel know that she's going to show up. So even if you're not doing YouTube, what is it in life that you need to be consistent at? Like for me right now, I'm in the middle of like a detox. I'm trying to heal. I'm healing my gut. I'm doing a way of eating that is somewhat difficult, but I have to do this way of eating because it's all my gut can handle. If I'm consistent, I will heal faster, okay? So thank you, DoorDash, for this reminder, because sometimes it just I get weary and I'm like, oof, let me just have a little cheat day. But no, consistency is key. And y'all, let's keep it really real. Some days you just don't feel like doing what you need to do. I know I'm guilty of that, but this lesson, if you can just be consistent in what you need to do, despite how you're feeling, push through, if it's like you're trying to lose weight or work out or whatever it is, you don't feel like going to the gym, but you do it anyway. You know, on this channel, I teach all about health, wellness, faith-based healing. Also, I'm a singer, musician, if you can't tell from the surroundings. With singing, losing weight, getting healthy, detoxing, you have to be consistent to see results. With her being consistent, even though she didn't feel like it, she was able to now reach a level of not even having to do her day job anymore. Don't know there's a book called The Slight Edge, where it's a really good book that just talks about how consistency over a long period of time will result in massive success. Just little drops in the bucket every day. Every time you're supposed to show up, you show up. It starts out little, then all of a sudden it explodes. That's what happened with DoorDash's channel. Lesson number 3 is really important, and that is keep the faith. If you watch DoorDash's channel, you see that she is a woman of faith. She believes that God has got her, and that is also something that I believe. I believe that Jesus died for my sins. I believe that God is with me. I don't have to fear. I don't have to be afraid. I study my word. I hide it in my heart. Just knowing that we're not out here alone. We have help that is bigger than us. Keeping the faith no matter what you're going through will help you. There's a scripture that I love. It is Romans 12:12. It says, be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. When you have joy, no matter what your circumstance is, you still find joy in the circumstance, just knowing that there's hope. There's a scripture that I love in Proverbs, I think it's Proverbs 17:22, that says, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a downcast spirit rots the bones. So when we're joyful, then it's like medicine to our soul. For me, I have hope that no matter what, I'm saved, God's got me, this life isn't it for me. there's eternal life. So that's the biggest hope I have. But aside from that, I have hope that even in my hardest times, that God will see me through it. He knows what's best if I'm trusting and leaning on Him. So being joyful in hope, patient in affliction when I don't feel good, when I don't feel like doing what I need to do, when somebody's coming against me, when it feels like the whole world is against me, when if I post a YouTube video and it doesn't do well, you still are patient in whatever affliction you're going through, knowing that we can be faithful in prayer. Dodash is always talking about faith and trusting that God's got her. She loves the scripture, Psalm 91, which is, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So that's, and I also love just the Psalms in general, Psalm 103, Psalm 119. Of course, Psalm 23 is a very popular verse, but all these different things that just help us to have faith that we're not alone. God's got us. We can do it. Push through. So keep the faith. Another important lesson from Dodash, to keep your spirits up when everything is coming down on you, keeping your spirits up. Keep the faith. The fourth lesson from Dodash that will help you to be successful in anything you're doing in life is to encourage others. And then also along with this, I would say to be happy to see others winning. So one thing that you'll see on her channel is she's always telling people, get on YouTube, share your story. You have value. Bring your value to the table. People want to hear what you have to say. She's encouraging others. And she also has a mindset of abundance instead of scarcity. A lot of times people, if they find a little secret weapon, they don't want to share with anybody because they feel like, oh, I want to hold on to this. But one thing that she knows is like what God has for you, He has for you. Can't nobody take it away. So we don't have to have a scarcity mindset. We can have a mindset of abundance. And so she's always encouraging others to get out here and win on YouTube or whatever you want to do in life. So for me, on my YouTube channel, I share all about health, wellness, all these different things. So I want to encourage my viewers to be healthy so that they can live in their purpose. How can you feel your best? What are the things that you should be eating? How can you seek the Lord for your healing the right way? How can you listen to your body to know what you should and shouldn't be eating? I'm sharing all these things to encourage people that watch my channel. This is what you can do. These are the things I've learned, encouraging them to be healthy. And so that's also what she's doing with her channel. She's saying, y'all, this YouTube thing is working for me. Y'all should try this YouTube thing. Be joyful. Light up the room when you come in. Read the room. See what people need and see if you can be a help to them. Encourage others. Don't have a mindset of scarcity, have a mindset of abundance, that whatever God has for you, He has more than enough for you. He can do exceedingly and abundantly more than you could ever ask for, think of, or imagine. So don't be afraid holding on to something. If you find a treasure or something that you think is a gem that has helped you, share it with the world if you can. If you have a YouTube channel, or if you have a community of people around you, your family, your friends, your co-workers, share with them if there's information that you have that you think could really be helpful. Don't hold on to it. Encourage others, uplift others, be happy to see others win, okay? The fifth lesson that I have learned from watching Dodash is be you, y'all. Be yourself, be authentic, embrace who you are. We all have our little quirks. Some people might try to be down on you about your quirks, but just embrace who you are. And that's the thing that might be what puts you ahead. For me, as a vocalist, as a singer, my voice, my unique voice, if I try to sound like somebody else, then that's not going to set me ahead. They're just going to be like, oh, she's a copy of such and such. But when you are authentically yourself, that's what sets you apart. So be who you are. Don't try to dumb down or blend in. Be you. If you have a quirky laugh, have that quirky laugh. Don't dumb down who you are because other people have told you that that doesn't work for them. Be who you authentically are, and the right people will be attracted to that. The right people will come your way, and the people who aren't your people will get out the way. So be authentic, be you. And Dodash does that beautifully on her channel. If this video was helpful and encouraging for you, then I suggest that you watch this video right here. So check it out. I'm Tamatha Lene. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.